In this video, I'm going to be talking about is AMD stock a buy for 2020, and I'm going to be doing an AMD stock analysis using technicals and fundamentals. So if you're interested in that, please keep watching. Now, before anything, I would like to say I am not a financial advisor, right? I'm not giving you investment or trade advice. All I'm doing is sharing my opinions and experiences within the market. So by no means am I an expert trader. However, in the last 3 years, I have found quite a bit of success within the markets. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like button as it really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Alright, let's get right into this. So currently AMD, or Advanced Micro Devices, is sitting at a share price of $54 and a market cap of $64 billion. So it's a pretty good sized company. Now, if you guys don't know what Advanced Micro Devices is, essentially I'm going to go to Google here because it gives you a very simple explanation, but basically it's an American multinational semiconductor company based in Santa Clara, and it develops computer processors and related technologies for business and consumer markets. It was also founded in 1969, so it's not a new company by any means, but it has experienced some significant growth over the past couple of years. Now, moving on to the technicals of the company, we're currently looking at daily candlesticks. It's up about 1% today. So at the beginning of this stock market crash back in February, we were sitting at about $60 a share, and then we saw a drastic decline to about $35 to $40 a share within a month span. Now, this is not anything new, right? We've seen this with pretty much every other major stock out there. And the great thing is it also bounced back very quickly like a lot of the other companies and stocks did. For example, from March 18th, we've gone up about 48%, which is obviously very significant. And we had an earnings report on April 29th that a lot of people thought was going to impact this company greatly. But as you can see, it really didn't fall too much. And currently we are still trading above the moving average. It's not looking great because there is significant resistance around the $60 region that's going to take a lot of momentum and volume to get over. The great thing is that if other companies and the overall economy starts bouncing back, I think AMD will do so as well very quickly. So at the moment, that resistance looks pretty heavy, but I think we could easily get over it if we continue to stay above the moving average. If this MACD crosses paired with a moving average cross, that would be a very bullish sign and will probably give us enough momentum to push past the $60 region and stay above it and close above it, as that's really the key, right? Now, another thing that a lot of people think is possible is that we're actually in wave 5 of the Elliott wave theory, which, if you guys don't know, is a very interesting indicator you can use to tell what cycle of the market we're in. Me personally, I don't always rely on Elliott wave theory because in a lot of cases, it doesn't really go your way, especially if we're in a stock market crash or recession or anything like that, right? However, if we were to be in wave 5, that would be another bullish sign that we could continue moving higher. For example, this would be Wave 1 starting back in 2018, so Wave 1 ends here. Wave 2 is a correction, and then Wave 3 goes all the way to this point. And then Wave 4 was another correction that came down to about here. And Wave 5 started when we corrected to about $35 back on March 18th. Now, the only thing with that theory, a lot of people don't think Wave 4 could be that short and think it could continue moving down. Since I'm more of a swing trader or day trader, Elliott wave theory doesn't always work the best for me. I think it's better to look at technical indicators and patterns and that kind of stuff, because even if we are in wave 5, that doesn't mean that the stock can't drop further, right? It's not going to be a straight shot to the all-time highs, right? It's going to take a lot of price action and volume to get to those highs. Now, if you're an investor or a swing trader, right, it's really good to use weekly candlesticks because it gives you a better sense of the overall market conditions. Right now, it's looking pretty bullish, right? We did have a move below the moving average, but we quickly moved back above it, signaled with a MACD cross, and right now it's looking like we could go either way, right? We could dip below the moving average, or we could test that resistance level once again, which I think is probably the most likely scenario. And if we move over to the 4-hour candles, which is really good again for day trading, it's kind of not looking great. We're kind of sitting in the middle. We could really go either way right now. There's a lot of resistance ahead of us, but there's also some support too. So I think it's important that we look at 4-hour candles, daily candles, weekly candles, and then I also like to look at 30-minute candles before I enter any trade. And on the 30-minute minutes, it's not looking too great. We did see a MACD cross pair with a moving average cross. However, the price is closely tied to the moving average right now, so it's really not significant unless we get a breakout, right? So overall, I think that we need to be patient and see what the rest of the market's going to do, because that could be the key sign to buy or sell AMD, right? Because if the rest of the market drops once again, like a lot of analysts are saying, then AMD will most likely drop also and probably return to its lows of $30 to $40 a share. But again, guys, you got to remember, what kind of buy are you making? Is it an investment or is it a trade? Because you can trade in any type of market, whether it's bear or bull, it does not matter. However, in my opinion, when you're investing, I like to look for confirmation of a new bull market or trend. That way it will allow me to minimize my losses and maximize my profits. Now, moving on to the company's fundamentals, which is really important for investors out there. However, for day traders and swing traders like myself, I don't always look at the fundamentals before I make a trade. And that's just because technical analysis only focuses on patterns and indicators, right? So really the leadership, the revenue, the profits, assets, liabilities, all that stuff doesn't really matter as much. However, if you're investing, then absolutely you need to look at what the company's actually doing on the day-to-day that's going to make their business successful in the future. Now, looking at Advanced Micro Devices, we can see here that in 2016 the revenue was about 4.3 billion, loss about 500 million, so really wasn't a good year. And then in 2019 they increased that to 6.7 billion dollars in revenue, which is a very good increase in revenue. However, the profits absolutely skyrocketed to 341 million, which is a lot better than 2016, right? It's not the best profit margin out there, but it's very good for a company like AMD. So we know it's a profitable company. They're increasing their sales, profit margins, and overall net income year after year, which is good to see. 2020 was expected to be another growth year for them, but with everything that's going on, who knows what could happen. The Q1 earnings report for 2020 was successful. They reached the goal of 18 cents earnings per share, which is good to see. And I expect the Q2 earnings report happening on July 28th to be just as successful as Q1 earnings report, as long as the overall economy and stock market continues to bounce back. Now, my other favorite fundamental indicators to look at are assets and liabilities. So Advanced Micro Devices currently has $6 billion in assets and only $3.2 billion in liabilities, which is good as they're not going out of business anytime soon. And if you look here, their assets are increasing at a much faster rate than their liabilities. In the end, I think AMD is a good stock and company that has a lot of future growth potential based off technical analysis and fundamentals. However, what I don't think is that it's a good time to invest for the future, because we haven't got clear confirmation that the recent price action isn't just a bounce. What we want it to do is move past the previous all-time highs, close above them, and continue making new highs, as that would be a very good sign that we're actually headed into a bull market and that the current price levels aren't going to be seen again anytime soon. So that's my take on Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD stock. I think there's a lot of potential and it will most likely move up with the rest of the market. So if the stock market falls once again, AMD will most likely follow its lead. However, if we continue in this short-term bullish trend and move to a more long-term bullish trend or market, then I think that would send AMD's stock skyrocketing. I hope you enjoyed my fundamental and technical analysis of AMD stock, and if you have any questions, please comment below as I reply back to every comment. Now, if you guys would like to buy any stocks after you've done your own research, I recommend an app called Wealth Simple Trade that is completely commission-free stock trading, similar to Robinhood or Webull. But for Canadians out there, this is the only stock trading platform that allows you to buy and sell thousands of stocks and ETFs completely commission-free. Unlike platforms like Qtrade or Questrade that charges commissions on each trade you make, this way you're maximizing your profits as an investor and trader, as it's really important that we minimize as many fees as possible while trading or investing in a stock. Now, if you're in the USA, you already have access to platforms like this, but I do recommend you trying this out because it's a really simple to use platform that you can buy and sell pretty much any stock out there. So if you would like to sign up, there is a link below, and if you use my link, we will both receive $5 for free when you deposit your first $100. So it's a win-win scenario, and it really helps us support this YouTube channel. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Additionally, you can follow my Instagram at JacksonSummers111. I post all types of motivational and interesting content there, and you'll be alerted anytime a new video comes out. So thanks again for watching. Have a great day.